All right. So here we are. Ooh, I look hideous. All right. So let me know if you can watch me make my hair look not so horrible. This is great. So this is one thing that we can do. And then I can switch scenes and then now have this great multiplying good. This is our branding deck. And I can go through it. And I can basically put anything that I want in that window. And then this other thing I can do is look at that. Now your chat is on here. So now I can see what you guys wrote, which is really exciting. And there's other stuff I can do too, but this is people. So to Sarah's point, no, people cannot talk. They can do it in the chat. But this also would make it so that more than 10 people can be on at the same time and have it not be like everybody trying to talk over each other. So that's kind of like the trade-off situation. And so then this is also getting saved to my computer, which is really nice. Oh, and look, I can scroll. That's fun. I can also like, I don't know if you guys can see me do this, but I can like make myself really big. And I can make myself smaller. Yes, Zoom has the same capabilities, but anybody can log on to YouTube and watch this without downloading anything to a computer that might not be able to do that. So that was the biggest reason why we were like, we can't use Zoom, we can't use Team, we can't use Skype, because it was a barrier last year for some of the New Jersey schools. I don't know if anybody else had that problem. If it's not a problem with anybody else, then maybe it's just not a problem. You can put music on in the background. That's a thing. We could play, but if you like record the Zoom recording and then put it on YouTube, you can't like have questions live. You definitely have to download Zoom. Oh, yeah. Actually, you could stream the Zoom. That's a good point, Jody. So, like, that's something we could actually do. We could stream the Zoom, and anybody who can't be on Zoom could participate via YouTube Live. Which might actually be really cool. I'm actually kind of confused why the live didn't work. It, like, I had made, like a scheduled live, and it, didn't like it. So I just did it not scheduled, and then it worked fine. But like, if we're telling people go to our YouTube channel, they'll be able to like just go to our YouTube channel and find it. So like the link we would send out would be to the channel instead of to the to like this particular recording. And then after the fact we could send it to the recording. But to Janae, I always have to I had to like download and re-download it. Like I've had like so many problems with Zoom, but maybe it's like a Mac versus Windows problem. I don't know. But then also we're assuming that like our schools have new technology where YouTube you can watch on your phone. I can also like, what do you mean no video? Oh, so you can't see people. Correct. That is a downside. But if we are streaming Zoom, then you can get a little bit of both. And then the people who, like the people who can do Zoom can do it on Zoom, and then people who can't can watch. And then it's a little bit of the best of both worlds. But yeah. Well, thanks for trying this with me, guys. It is a little lonely that like I can talk to you guys and you can't respond back. I mean, you can type, but you know. Yeah, so what we would do is like, so this, you just basically use, I can take no credit for this idea, by the way. This was Jody's idea. But yeah, so you could open Zoom in a window and then stream that video or that window to YouTube. And we could definitely try that out. There's like the system that I'm using to make this whole thing work is actually really cool. It has a lot of capabilities. So we could do it like that. There also does seem to be like a little bit of a lag between like what you guys are saying in the chat and me actually getting to read it, but like I don't think that that's that big of a deal. And when I scroll up, you guys can see that, right? So you guys can see, oh look, I'm looking at the top of the chat. Because it's just whatever I'm looking at is what you guys are looking at. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off so that we all have a little bit of a breather between this really intense moment and our all staff call. Sounds like a stream of Zoom can work. For your meeting needs to download. Would that stream be live for the recording? Yeah, so it would be live. So even though Sarah would be on Zoom, so like what Sarah could do is conceivably have like the Zoom video be where my face is and then have the chat on the one side so that she can keep the chat all the time, like on the side. Like I'm going to make it smaller. And then she could have like Zoom be here and like she can even make it, you know, like this size and have the like chat situation happening or the Zoom going on in this window, and then make this, pretend this was like a PowerPoint or whatever it is she's showing, make it nice and big, and then everybody can see it. And so like the Zoom window could even be nice and short and small. And then you get like a lot of functionality from this one thing. All right. Thanks for helping test, Jody and Janae and Sarah. I'm signing off.